County Board of Commissioners meeting on Tuesday, February 17th, 2026 at 4:00 p.m. to order. Madam Clerk, roll call, please.
Emick? Here. Bigick?
Here.
Beeson?
Here.
Rupp?
Here.
Dockett?
Here.
Creeth?
Here.
Benejak?
Here. Thank you. Please rise for the invocation and the Pledge of Allegiance.
Almighty God, we ask that you will guide and give leadership to every member of this Board of Commissioners, and we ask that you will give them knowledge and understanding so that the decisions made today and always will benefit every citizen of this community. Amen.
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 I pledge
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
I need a motion on the minutes of 12:9, 12:16, and 1:2:26.
So moved. Support?
Motion has been made, supported. Is there any discussion, corrections? See none, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Is there any changes to the agenda approval? See none?
I'll move the agenda. Support?
Any discussion? See none, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? See none, motion carries. At this time, this is for public input. Is there anyone wishing to address the commission? Please come forward. Going once, going twice. Public input is closed at this time. Petitions with communications. Number 8, presentation, Region 7 Area Agent CEO Dayna Altom. Did I get that right?
Yes, you did. Thank you. Good afternoon, Commissioners. Thank you for having me today. I'm sure that at one point we will get to meet each other more personally, but today's a great start, hopefully, to kick off this relationship. So I'm the new CEO of Region 7 Area Agency on Aging. I'm sure that most of you know what Region 7 does, but just to make sure, in case you have anyone new who does not, I'd like to give you a brief explanation of the agency. We are designated, federally designated under the Older Americans Act, and we receive state and federal funds to distribute out to our counties that we serve. We serve 10, one of them, of course, being Bay, and also to provide services ourselves. Some of those services we provide directly. Our collaboration for aging services is very important, as you know, and I look forward to working with you on finding out what Bay's County needs. I know that you already have a lot of support, but I look forward to jumping into that and taking part and moving the county aging services forward with the momentum they already have and going from there. Also, our joint efforts reduce strains on other community resources, right, like law enforcement and healthcare and emergency services. So it's not just the services we're providing directly to older adults in Bay County, it's also the strain that we're reducing on the other services so that they can operate effectively as well and not be overwhelmed by the need. Funding. This is not the full ROI that you're used to receiving. We'll do that in a few months. But I did want to talk briefly about funding. Region 7 distributes approximately $700,000 annually to Bay County for the following services, senior services: congregate nutrition and home-delivered meals, case coordination and support, caregiver case management, homemaking, personal care, respite care, adult daycare, and caregiver training. Additionally, on average, about $1 million in services and supports is accessed by approximately 300 Bay County older adults through the My Choice Waiver Program delivered by Region 7 Area Agency on Aging. Advocacy, one of the many important parts of our relationship, right? So there are many ways that Region 7 advocates, both locally, statewide, and nationally, for aging services. So we want to be an extension of what you're already doing. I hope that we can continue to do so. Awareness. I have a little bit of an ask, if that's what we will call it anyway. To serve Bay County most effectively, Region 7 really needs to be one of your best-known resources for aging services, not the best-kept secret. When I started with Region 7, I've heard a lot of, we are the best-kept secret. We have to do something about this. I agree we have to do something about this. I also would say that as a leader, that is the last thing I want to hear, is that we're a secret, right? Especially for the best-kept one. We need to be the best-known resource, and so that does not take away from your Department on Aging. We support them. We're not a competitor of them. We work in conjunction with them. If a referral for services comes to Region 7 and it is best served by your Department on Aging, we just pass it over to them, a warm handoff, and vice versa, right? So I wanted to make sure that was very clear. We are partners in this, not competitors. Also, your state legislators. Obviously, we all interact with them. If you have really strong relationships with some of your state legislators, I ask you to invite us to the table for anything that when you're talking to them about aging services. We can be your expert, and we'd like to be. They can depend on our knowledge and our experience, and those warm introductions fast-track meaningful conversations to advance funding. Relevance. It is so important that the seats that Bay County has on Region 7's Board of Directors and Advisory Council remain occupied. We have Mr. Beeson and Mr. McNally, who have served our boards and our council for a very long time, and I don't expect that they're going anywhere anytime soon. So that is not my concern. Bringing this up now is important because sometimes things change unexpectedly. Maybe they decide to go and live in Aruba. I don't know, right? But the point is, if something changes, it's so important that you get your seats filled as quickly as possible, because them being on our board and our council is how the advocacy that we do for your county remains relevant to your county. Surely there are common things across all counties for aging services, but there are also some uniquely different per county, and we want to make sure that we remain relevant in our efforts. The last thing is aging population. You may already know all of these statistics, but I just wanted to point out a few things that really stand out. Almost a quarter of Bay County residents are 65 or older, 23.1%, so I rounded up just a little. Those are current statistics. Of that, the 85-plus population in Bay County is expected to double by the year 2050. During the same time period, the county is expected to lose about 20,000 people in overall census. And so this is common throughout Michigan. The Grand Rapids area is actually the only area between now and 2050 expected to see any amount of significant growth. So it's not that anything terrible is going on in Bay County, it's that we have less births and more deaths, right? That is the primary reason that we're seeing throughout Michigan. And so given these projections, our collaboration, our work together is more important than ever. I look forward to working with you. That will conclude my presentation for today, and I thank you for your partnership. Any questions?
Any questions from the board? Thank you.
Thank you.
Move to receive.
Support.
Yes.
If I may ask permission to come forward, my name is Pat Beeson, just speak for just a second.
That's fine.
On Region 7, Division on Aging, I'm your
Yeah.
appointee on the board there, and I come here to toot my horn today. I want to tell you guys how proud I am to be on that board, because all other 9 counties are jealous of Bay County because we do such a great job. With our magazine that Beth Urick has put together, and the Meals on Wheels and the things we do, I'm telling you, this lady, Beth, is my hero. You know what I mean? I want to tell you guys, I was at the last meeting, and we had a citizen go down. They have a system all set up. That person was taken care of right away. The drivers, I see our drivers all over, and I wave to them. They know me, that deliver the Meals on Wheels to homes. These people that are getting the meals may only see our driver, and they're doing a great job. And the program, you know, I believe all our programs, Beeson Store only runs on the person that's running it. If you have a good leader, good people, It's perfect. So I just wanted to toot my horn on Beth Urick and her people, all of her people that work. They're great. And the other counties know it, and they're always asking me, how do you do it? Well, you know, Beth came there and showed them how to put a magazine together, how to get all the advertisers to pay for it. And I don't know if you guys get the magazine that they put out every month and read it. Man, I mean, if you want to know what's going on in Bay County, get that magazine. They email it to me, and I make copies and give it to my customers and put it up in my store when I have to. So I just wanted to toot my horn about Bay County. You're doing a great job. We have a great organization. I'm going to do everything in my power to make sure that your funding is always there and taken care of. And we are well-funded, so you don't have to worry if there's a government shutdown. We're going to take care of you. You won't lose any of your funding. We have 90-day surplus funds, and we're going to make sure you people the seniors get their money first. So thank you for allowing me to be on that board. It's a very pleasure, and I've been on there a lot of years, and I'm watching the money like a hawk. So thank you very much.
Thank you, Pat. Motion was made and supported. Any other discussion? Seeing none, all in favor?
Aye.
Okay, B, Region, Commissioner Begic.
So the next Region 7 Area Agency and Aging Board of Directors we received 2 letters. The letter from Region 7 Area Agency and Aging regarding the appointment of Mary Donnelly, located on page 2, was submitted to the board in error. I respectfully request a motion to remove that letter from consideration and to receive only the letter on page 1 concerning Melvin McNally. I'd make that motion.
Support.
Motion has been made and supported. Is there any discussion? Seeing none, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed, seeing none, motion carries. C, City of Bay City, application for obsolete property rehabilitation exemption district and certificate 108 to 110 North Lynn Street, Bay City.
Make a motion to receive.
Support. I guess we don't need it.
Motion has been made and supported. Is there any discussion? Questions? Seeing none, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed, seeing none, motion carries. Reports, resolutions of committee. A, Committee of the Whole. That meeting was canceled, so we'll go to B, Committee of the Whole, February 10th. Commissioner Creed.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Under item 1, Resolution 2026-17, MSU Extension Agreement of Service 2026. I move this resolution.
Support.
Motion has been made and supported. Is there any discussion? Yes, Commissioner.
I'd like to thank him for the popcorn, and I hope they're not trying to bribe us. I'm sure it didn't cost very much.
Thank you, Vaughn. Anyone else? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed, seeing none, motion carries.
Item 2, Resolution 2026-18, Grant Applications for Bay County Fairgrounds Infrastructure Improvements 2026. I move this resolution.
Support.
A motion has been made and supported. Is there any discussion? Seeing none, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed, motion carries.
Item 3, Resolution 2026-19, 2026 Marine Safety Grant Program. I move this resolution.
Support.
Motion has been made and supported. Is there any discussion? Seeing none, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed, seeing none, motion carries.
Item 4, Resolution 2026-20, Fiscal Year 2026 MDHHS Medication for Opioid Use Disorder Program Grant. I move this resolution.
Support.
Motion has been made and supported. Is there any discussion? Seeing none, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed, seeing none, motion carries.
Item 5, Resolution 2026-21, Part-Time Outreach Support Position. I move this resolution.
Support.
Motion has been made and supported. Is there any discussion? Seeing none, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed, seeing none, motion carries.
Item 6, Resolution 2026-22, Michigan Association for Local Public Health Employee Wellbeing Grant. I move this resolution.
Support.
Motion has been made and supported. Is there any discussion? Seeing none, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed, motion carries.
Item 7, Resolution 2026-23, Agreement with Time Clock Plus and Aladtech Scheduling System. I move this resolution.
Support.
Motion has been made and supported. Is there any discussion? Seeing none, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries.
Item number 8, Resolution 2026-24, Budget Adjustment for Youth Placement in Housing 2026. I move this resolution.
Support.
Motion has been made and supported. Is there any discussion? Seeing none, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries.
Item 9, Resolution 2026-25, A&D Home Health Care Incorporated, Contract Renewal 2026. I move this resolution.
Support.
Motion has been made and supported. Is there any discussion? Seeing none, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries.
Item number 10, Resolution 2026-26, 2026 Control Materials Bids. I move this resolution.
Support.
Motion has been made and supported. Is there any discussion? Seeing none, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Seeing none, motion carries.
Item number 11, Resolution number 2026-27, 2026 Light Trap Data Contracts. I move this resolution.
Support.
Motion has been made and supported. Is there any discussion? Seeing none, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries.
Item number 12, Resolution 2026-28, 2026 Tire Shredding Contract with Environmental Rubber. I move this resolution.
Support.
Motion has been made and supported. Is there any discussion? Seeing none, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries.
Item 13, Resolution number 2026-29, One-Time Equipment Offer Agreement with Verizon. I move this resolution.
Support.
Motion has been made and supported. Is there any discussion? Seeing none, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries.
Item number 14, Resolution 2026-30, Fee Schedule Change for Civic Arena 2026. I move this resolution.
Support.
Motion has been made and supported. Is there any discussion? Seeing none, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries.
Item number 15, Resolution 2026-31, Seasonal Technician Hiring and Wage Increase for 2026 treatment season. I move this resolution.
Support.
Motion has been made and supported. Is there any discussion? Seeing none, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries.
Item number 16, Resolution 2026-32, Director of Juvenile Detention Trainee Position. I move this resolution.
Support.
Motion has been made and supported. Is there any discussion? Seeing none, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries.
Item number 17, Resolution 2026-33, 2026 golf course fee schedule. I move this resolution.
Support.
Motion has been made and supported. Is there any discussion? Seeing none, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries.
Item number 18, Resolution 2026-34, Bay County Fairgrounds Infrastructure Improvement. I move this resolution.
Support.
Motion has been made and supported. Is there any discussion? Seeing none, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries.
Item number 19, Resolution 2026-35, Payables. I move this resolution.
Support.
Motion was made and supported. Is there any discussion? Seeing none, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Seeing none, motion carries.
And lastly, item 20, Resolution 2026-36, MIDC Grant Renewal 2025 and 2026. I move this resolution.
Support.
Motion has been made and supported. Is there any discussion? Seeing none, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Thank you, Commissioner Creed. C, Board of Commissioners, Commissioner Begic.
And resolution number 2026-37, reports of the county executive, January 2026. Move that resolution. Support.
Motion has been made and supported. Is there any discussion? Seeing none, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Seeing none, motion carries.
Resolution number 2026-38, hiring of community center manager at 4-year rate, personnel, recreation, and facilities. Move that resolution.
Support.
Motion has been made and supported. Is there any discussion? Yes, Commissioner.
So we're hiring at a higher level, so her duty is going to be a little more involved, and it sounds like her background or training is pretty extensive.
Yeah, so we would like to hire a gentleman named Tyler that comes, has a long history of recreation experience in the Saginaw area. He has a recreation and parks degree. He's worked with pools and day camps and youth sports programming and large event coordination, and just has a really very extensive background in recreation, and it makes sense in this position to hire him at the higher level.
Thank you.
Thank you. Anyone else? All in favor?
Aye.
Motion carries.
Resolution number 2026-39, fiscal year 2027, State of Michigan County Veteran Service Grant, Veterans Affairs. I move that resolution.
Support.
Motion has been made and supported. Is there any discussion? Yes.
Just wondering if we're going to get the full amount this time, or have you heard anything, how they're going to, if they have increased the amount?
It won't be as much as years past, but we're going to get the amount that we anticipated.
Yeah,
So
unless they have some
Unless
action
there's
at
a
the
difference, but-
legislature. Yeah,
more counties have been applying over the years. What happened,
yeah.
we're
Thank you.
very grateful for it.
Thank you. Thank you. Anyone else? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? None. Motion carries.
Resolution number 2026-40, expansion of Veteran Affairs Committee Board. I move that resolution.
Support.
A motion has been made and supported. Is there any discussion?
I would just point out, we've had some good candidates apply to that position that we haven't been able to put on because of the, people coming back and stuff like that. So I think it'd be good to have a couple more people on that board.
Yes. Thank you. Anyone else? Yes.
I'm sorry. I would just kind of concur with that. I think it'll be good, when you have people that want to be involved, it's a good thing.
Yes, I agree.
And they
Yes.
provide valuable oversight over our Veterans Department. And the 5 members have had an outstanding track record. And Commissioner Biggett, thank you for chairing it for so many years. But I think expanding it would provide more opportunities for input into the oversight of our Veterans Department.
Yes.
So be very supportive.
Thank you, Mr. Barsha. Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? None. Motion carries.
Resolution number 2026-41, purchase of ClearGov budgeting and reporting software and budget adjustment to finance. I move that resolution.
Support.
Motion has been made and supported. Is there any discussion? Yes, Commissioner.
For Scott.
Yes.
So this one blends in with what we got, or it's easy to
Yeah,
transfer
it blends in
to
with our
this one?
Tyler software that we currently use. It will help us budget multiple years out. It'll help us forecast different scenarios. I know that, I'll get different phone calls and questions. What if we did this? What if we did that? This will be a little more transparent. And also, it'll put out a budgeting book at the end of the year that's very transparent with graphs, and it's a little easier to understand the budget for the community as a whole.
Thank you.
Thank you. Anyone else? Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Seeing none. Motion carries.
Resolution number 2026-42, rescission of resolution 2025-32, request for authority to enter into agency agreement with Bay Community Foundation to distribute opioid remediation funds. Move that resolution.
Support.
A motion has been made and supported. Is there any discussion?
Cameron, you want to maybe explain it?
Sure. So we had initially thought that we were going to enter into an agreement with the Community Foundation to set up an ongoing endowment fund. In order to retain their status pursuant to IRS regulations, they're required with that type of fund to be able to retain and exercise a variance power, which means if this fund were still in existence, say 20 years from now, and the Community Foundation made the determination that this was no longer a need of the community, they would exercise that variance and basically reassign a use for those funds for a new community problem that was more pressing. Because of the nature of the settlement documents that we entered into, and we have to follow those state subdivision agreements. We were not able to agree to that particular retention of a variance power. So rather than set up the endowment fund, what we did was we talked to the Bay Area Community Foundation. They were very understanding of the problem and agreed that we could come up with a different type of agreement where they would simply be the entity as our agent that would distribute these funds for us during the course of time that we were receiving settlement funds for opioid remediation. So basically doing the same job for us, it's just going to have to be a different form of agreement.
Thank you. Anyone else? Seeing none, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed, seeing none, motion carries. Thank you, Commissioner Begic. Next is reports of the county officials. County Executive,
Yeah,
Mr. Barstow.
thank you, Mr. Chair. I don't have a lot. I'll just update the board and the public who are present on progress at the shelter. They're working hard through the bitter cold temperatures, and I know Commissioner Jesse goes through or walks by daily and is seeing the progress. Thank you, Commissioner Dockett. But yeah, the workforce out there is doing a tremendous job, and we expect that hopefully we'll have an October opening and ribbon cutting. And then also, I want to mention the progress at our Bay County Health Services Department is proceeding very, very quickly, and the offices are taking shape out there in the interior, and also looking forward to hopefully a late spring opening on the new facility. Should be a lot of excitement about that. And also just for the, I know most of you have seen the positive comments about the new community center that will be built, pool at the community center. And a lot of the social media response has been very positive, very limited negative. And so we expect a lot of excitement when that pool opens in June of 2027. So that's all I have, Mr. Chair.
Thank you, Mr. Barstow. Commissioners' comments. Does any commissioners got any comments? Okay, unfinished business. Doesn't look have any. New business. This time is for the second time is public input. Anyone wishing to address this commission, please come forward. Going once, going twice. Public input is closed. Miscellaneous. Announcements. We've got some appointments coming up March. We have a Bay Area Behavioral Health Authority, 4 3-year terms expiring. Chris Gerard, Tim Bonanzak, Kathy Nemec, and Jerry Crete. And Region 7 Area Aging Advisory Council, 2 3-year terms expiring, Mary Donnelly and Melvin McNally. Amber, is there a need for closed session?
Move to adjourn.
Support.
All in favor?
Aye.
Meeting adjourned.